as halls of disrepair. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see that the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics. With peeling paint, cracked floors and exposed conduit, the pretense of metal care is shattered. In this modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old, prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on. Holmes can only run so far. Open the cells, they'll kill us all. Tja, auch wenn sie die Zellen nicht geöffnet hätten. Nee, ich wollte... Verdammt. Ich wollte nicht hier hingehen, ich wollte schießen. Damn. Was haben wir hier? Lass es doch etwas heiß werden. Schön, gehen wir nach vorne. Ja. Vielleicht sollte ich die Mausempfindlichkeit ein bisschen weiterstellen. Au! Bam, das hast du davon. So, hier können wir, glaube ich, nicht rein. Also gehen wir mal vor. The intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things, but only by further breaking them can they be remade. And so we must break you. Hier wird nichts mehr gebrochen, Dr. Holmes. Außer dir selbst. Okay, das bräuchte 2 EP, die ich nicht habe. Gut, dass der noch eine Waffe hat. Was haben wir noch in unserem Zauberbuch? Ach, lassen wir es noch mal ein Feuerchen brennen. Aber mit der Pistole treffen die alle einen Scheiß. Jetzt aber. Wounded 18. So, das wäre mal wieder hergestellt. Denen ist nicht mehr zu helfen. Die armen Seelen in diesem Haus. Wie hat da irgendjemand eine Knarre bekommen? Ja, vielleicht von einem Wächter geklaut. Einer ist noch hier, treffen wir aber von da nicht. Feuer frei. Bam, bam. Und weg. Laden wir mal nach. Du darfst auch mal hier nachladen. Es geht weiter voran. Das Haus des Elends. Aber wir werden Dr. Holmes aufhalten. Er hat noch 10 HP. Ja, hau mal raus hier. Ach, da war noch einer. Verdammt. Dann kommt mal alle rein hier. Damit er nicht mehr rauskommt. So, ein Patient noch. Tja, das ist kein Fall für den Psychiater mehr. Das ist ein Fall für den Bestatter. Okay, wir haben den Schlüssel für das Tor. Und was gibt es hier zu sehen? The smell of rotting flesh is immense. The remains appear to be from multiple meta-humans. So, nachdem wir den Schlüssel haben, können wir weiter vorne fortfahren. There's an unlabeled toilet disc in the second drawer. Okay. Da war noch was zu mitnehmen, was sich wohl auf dieser Disk befindet. Und dazu brauchen wir erst ein Gerät. Der Gerät. Sesam, öffne dich! From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together again. And I did, but only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must churn in a mind such as yours. But I'm more inclined to use you for parts. Tja, in deinen Träumen. In deinen Träumen. Alle auf ihrem Posten. Ne, da gibt es ja nicht so viel Deckung. Alter, was ist das für ein Ding? Egal. Wir müssen an ihm vorbei. Das sieht mir aus wie etwas aus Fallout. Ja. Auch egal. Er ist genauso tot wie die anderen. Ein Wächter, noch ein Patient mit magische Fallen oder sowas. Du bist genau von meiner Flinte. gewesen. Line of sight blocked. Nicht mehr lange. Ich hoffe, der trifft. Nope. Shannon. Immerhin. Wieder verpasst mit der Pistole. Aber es würde nicht helfen. Rein da. Gibt's hier nicht? Ah. Not enough AP. By all means, come. You have proven yourself a truly fine specimen. I can find over 100 useful. The tribal player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of the video files are missing. Here's this video. Got some cutout chips in last week. Tried them out on the patients with violent flashbacks. Hoping it would at least mellow them out. It was like night and day. Once the chip was installed, all of the psychotic break triggers were blocked. Miss Yuskin has gone 4 days without attacking the staff for herself. Video number 3. In today's interview, Miss Yukin told me she hated her legs, said they were stumpy, unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least your cutout can block out the surgery and painful recovery process. I've put in an order to the organ grinders to send me anything leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. Video number 6. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown, and there was some kind of event happening at Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurial's label with a Personafix chip installed, making an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some Simpsons re-release of Mercurial live show, but it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience. I'm perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for Personafix chips, I can sell full-service Bunraku. Even program the behavior trees. Video number 8. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man and the parents offered me 20,000 nuyen for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are over anyway. The least they could do is line my pockets. Er hat diese Leute auseinandergenommen und irgendwie neu zusammengebastelt, um Bunraku herzustellen, was auch immer das sein soll. Klingt wie Frankenstein. Nur auf Bestellung. On to the next scene. The Emerald City Ripper. Before you is a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Entity that aren't must wish they were. You have chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It is time to end this. Und wir werden es zu Ende bringen. Die einzige Art, auf die es enden kann. Another intercom practice at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You are a persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. We both know how this ends, so let's get to it already. Patience, patience, we're not done here yet. I have at least one last examination to conduct. Jetzt sagt ihr denn? Was hat der jetzt schon wieder vor? Tja, ich weiß, was ich vorhab. Wir putzen erstmal den Magier hier weg. Kann ich den von hier aus treffen? Nein, kann ich nicht. Wir gehen erstmal hier hinten in Deckung. Same with Shannon. Au. Was haben wir noch dabei? Der hat uns eine EP gekostet. Levi? Okay, das kostet 2, das geht leider nicht. Das wird auch nicht getroffen. Slow movement. Au. Au. Can't you do anything right, Pete? Tja. Der muss treffen. Nur halber Schaden. Au. Er hat ihn auch getroffen. Tja, das hat nicht geholfen. Warum schaue ich jetzt mal wieder nach? Wie viel hält der noch aus? 28. Jetzt komm, jetzt treffen wir mal. Yeah, burn, baby, burn. Really? Du triffst ja nicht mal auf die Entfernung. Wir brauchen hier mal ein bisschen Healing. Left side blocked. Das ist alles. Line of Sight blockt schon wieder. Was, Venom? Wenn das ein Meme sein soll, ich check's nicht. Doc, geh dich down. Na, bitte. Ich hab... Müsste gehen. Müsste, glaube ich, gehen. Ich habe keinen Modbot aktiv oder sowas, glaube ich. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast. But something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to his mortal coil for a few moments more. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards the workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Action points upgraded. Plus 1 action point. Your experience has increased the ability to operate in dangerous situations. Moment. Ah. Ich wusste nicht, dass das von dem ist. Ich kenne das Lied, aber wusste nicht, wer es singt. Ich spiele es jetzt nicht vor. Then, with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. So, was gibt es hier zu sehen? Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between Corona slab and medieval torture device. It is decorated in the many colors of death and littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side there's a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a pocksack, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of papers held closed with a tight length of surgical tube. Untersuche den Arbeitsplatz. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes literally likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it's been used relatively recently. Blätter das Journal. Leafing through the pages, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery, with the grave's occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Access the pocket secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from the donor program. It lists the organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eyes catches Sam Watt's name beside the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared the same fate. There's also a large sum of New Yen, which can easily be transferred into your account. 4.500 New Yen erhalten. Bitte. Dass die ganze Mühe noch was wert sind. Ausrüstung und Helfer sind nicht billig. Untersuche den aufgerollten Zettel. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form, rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes' very own monster. Dann gibt es sonst, glaube ich, nichts mehr zu entdecken. Nope. Da kommen wir nicht rein, aber hier kommen wir raus. Male Bunraku. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice strips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there, did you come to play? No thanks, I just want to know what's going on. Forget him, I'll tell you anything you want. I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate. By your name. She's assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You'd need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she has done, she said done. Wir können für diese beiden Armszenen nichts machen. Persona fixed chip wiper. Erase Holmes program. His eyes focus and his hands raise slowly to touch the headland. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corners of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down to his own body, which is no longer his. Sweet Jesus, what did he do? What am I? He begins weeping, his body racked in great, inconsolable, heaving sobs. Ich hoffe, jemand kann kommen und ihnen helfen. Ich hoffe es wirklich. Immer noch ein besseres Schicksal als das eines hirnlosen, programmierten Sexbotters. Menschlicher Körper, aber keine Seele. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she is half turned, looking pensively toward the horror show of Holmes' lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 wild creatures from this world, and so ended the growing shadow that they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together, but now, here, our paths must divide. You saw what I saw. Das isn't over yet. Ja, das ist definitiv nicht vorbei, das wäre zu einfach gewesen. No, it won't be over for some time to come. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There's still more work to be done, for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest, but there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits has something else in store for you. A different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. Ich kann das wohl respektieren. Suppose I can respect it. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice. And justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserved. Death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls, crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. Die Cops sind sicher gleich mal da. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims, but so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seem capable of making it true. Good luck to you, Angel Wee. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. I appreciate that, and good luck to you. Es gibt hier nichts mehr zu tun. Silas alias Holmes alias der Emerald City Ripper ist tot. Aber da scheint noch jemand anderes dahinter stecken. Ein Puppenmeister im Verborgenen, der das alles hier orchestriert hat. Loose ends. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes. The Emerald City Ripper. The man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. Zurück im Hauptquartier. The Union is quiet this afternoon. The salarymen and wage slaves have migrated from nearby offices and suburbs to dabble in the exotic yet. Wir haben sicher wieder einen Haufen Karma, den wir ausgeben können. Das kommt sicher mal praktisch. Dodge, Rifle. Da können wir auch noch einen gönnen. So, mit wem können wir quatschen? Johnny ist hier vorne. Da ist sie. Johnny Clean is talking with Cherry Bomb and Miss Kubota when you walk up. We are just talking about you, Angel Wee. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked the serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going, oh my. We've been waiting for you to return. I thought you knew better than that, Johnny. Johnny frowns and nods. You're right. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should know better. It's just that we have a personal stake in the Ripper's murders. We each have our reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next, or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I'm sorry, but it's true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omai, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? So, ich muss wieder in den Lurk und je nachdem wie lange du machst, bis später noch viel Spaß. Viel Spaß im Lurk und ja, mal schauen, wie lange es mich noch schert. Also, entweder sehen wir uns noch oder du tauchst dann in einem anderen Stream auf, wenn du aus dem Lurk zurückkommst. Je nachdem. Also, bis dann, Männer. Not exactly. Not exactly. I got the bastard who wielded the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings is still out there. Someone pulling the strings of a serial killer? This sounds more complicated than I suspected. Oh yeah, the whole thing was a Frankenstein job. The Ripper was harvesting body parts to reassemble Sam's mother, Melinda. All the victims had transplanted organs, her organs, and the Ripper was taking them back. Ja, ich glaube, ich werde nicht mehr allzu lange machen, sonst macht irgendwann mein Hals nicht mehr mit. The three are silent as the news sink in. So, Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother, and then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother. That's about the size of it, yeah. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I'm told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. Sounds like she'll be buried with all her missing body parts. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? Hang on. I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that being behind a series of murders. There's gotta be something else going on. It's clear that they must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watson, shall we? And I need to pay my respects to them. Press F to pay respects. Of course. Miss Kubota raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there's one thing you did not tell us, Angel Wee. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Decomposing? Hi, that is good. She nods in satisfaction. Go to the Watts funeral. Erstmal schauen, was es hier so gibt noch. Hey. Hey, Mr. Kluber. Welcome back, Angel Wee. Thanks, big guy. Anything new in the room, Mel? Most of the rumors are about you and what you've been doing. Word around here was that you were closing in on the Ripper when you last left. Dare I ask how that went? He's in the ground. Where he belongs. Good. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed. You still serve in the room like a woman who is yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? The Ripper may have been killing on someone else's orders. I was hoping this would soon all be behind us. The Barons has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilize what semblance of order there was, paving the way for the megacorps to make land grabs and push poor Sinless further to the trenches, where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. It would take an army, Mr. Clue. Maybe a couple. Take care, Angel Wee. Schauen wir doch mal in den Keller. Vielleicht gibt's irgendwas Neues. Den guten Herrschaften hier. Nice workbench. Buster currently has a mil-spec shotgun bullet disassembled, and its parts neatly arranged. He lovingly massages each piece with a microfiber cloth coated in some kind of gun oil or polish. Whatever the stuff is, it leaves the pieces shining brilliantly and pungent as hell. Got some catalogs just come in. If you might be interested in an order, I can get gear shipped overnight from the manufacturer. Though I won't lie to you, you'll be paying for the convenience. Otherwise, I got plenty of the usual bang-bangs waiting for a good home. What do you say? What's the new hotness when it comes to dealing damage, Buster? Well, there are two schools of thought on the matter. There are those who swear by their smart guns and such because they make their weapon more accurate and thus more deadly. Then there are those who subscribe to the bigger boom theory, putting all their money on the biggest and baddest rounds. But you ask me, it's all situational. That's where the real advances come in. You can pack a pen to assault cannon, but they won't do you no favors if you're fighting in a basement hallway. By the same token, a room sweeper might carve up your average pack of gangers up close and personal, but its range is a big limitation. Military life never taught me that. It was dealing to run us like yourself that afforded me this epiphany. You gotta be ready for anything. On that note, might interest you in some custom mods, or perhaps some special grenades? Ja, schau mir immer gerne an, was du zu bieten hast. Und ich würde wirklich gern das hier mal loswerden jetzt. Okay, so, das will ich los und das will ich los. Sell. Weapons. Die haben wir jetzt, da ist noch Shotgun. Medium Range. Long Range haben wir jetzt eh das Beste aktuell. Schade, dass man die Waffen nicht auch nach Typen sortieren kann. Oder halt. Ja. Wir haben eine Assault Rifle. Ich glaube, wir holen uns noch hier die Remington. Eine bessere Shotgun gibt es hier nicht. Für den Moment. So. Wir haben unsere FNHGA, wir haben unser Remington 990 und wir haben das Kraftwerk. Zack. Dankeschön. Die Kleidungsstück war hier. Der wird, glaube ich, nichts Neueres, Interessantes haben. Nichts für Decker. Nee. Aber manchmal er hatte die Decks. Wir haben ja unseren Deckenskill aufgerüstet. Das heißt, wir können uns jetzt das Fuji Virtual X Deck kaufen. Zack. Equipment. Verkaufen. Sell. Und dann da können wir noch ein zusätzliches Programm. Wir hätten noch den Killjoy. Minus 2 AP. Erosion. 50 Points. Minus 75 EP. Und weitere minus 25 EP pro Runde für 2 Runden. Firewall. Die greifen jetzt erst Entfernung an. EP. Ich glaube, ich nehme den Killjoy noch mit. Confirmed. So, damit sind wir gerüstet für weitere Abenteuer. Jagt hier gerade sonst noch jemand rum? Nö. Nun gut, wir haben ein neues Cyberdeck, wir sind jetzt besser bewaffnet. Wir haben absolut kein... wir haben ein Karma. Dieses eine Karma können wir hier jetzt auf die Shotgun ausgeben. So. Und ich würde sagen, wir begeben uns jetzt erstmal an die Bar. Und damit würde ich jetzt erstmal speichern. Wir speichern. Sie, das ging.